All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back. It's been a little bit. I hope everyone is having a good time. Had a good week last week. Go ahead and do this. Had to do some adjustments to my audio this morning because I had disconnected my microphone. So that was its own thing. But we're all good. Weird clicking noise. Anywho, so one of the things I wanted to try is there's some smuggling missions. Let's bring that in a little closer. Sorry, I'm gonna do that this morning. So, go here. There's the hauling missions from Dead Saints. So we got to pick up some stuff from Tisa Spaceport. Some cryopods. So there are... What is it? Got info from one of our contacts. They say that you got the stuff we like in a hauler, which works for us. From a personal proposal, we're offering creds for a pilot that can transport some special cargo for us. Our ships will need room for 2 SCU cargo containers, and you'll need a handheld tractor beam to unload and or for loading and unloading. Okay, so yeah, we have cryopods that we're gonna go pick up. So we'll go ahead and grab this. So these are small interstellar cargo missions, from what I've seen. Small interstellar cargo missions. So you can just use a small little courier ship like I am with the Titan here. I'm glad that I can still hear everyone else's hangar in addition to mine. But yeah, we'll fly down to Tisa and then get our cryopods and then go from there. So this is the trial cargo.
You are clear to launch. Thank you, and please visit again.
Quantum travel initiated.
All right.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated.
I also was messing around with my graphics settings yesterday. It seemed to make this a little bit better, from what I can tell. Actually running the game, which is weird. I went from having it at performance setting to quality, and for some reason it ran better. Or in some cases just not change at all, but it looks better. It also could be that that's, you know, this is just being the PTU, because the PTU generally has, or from my experience, has better frame rates, just because there's not as many people on it.
Thank you for your. We have a pad that's open.
That's a new, uh, new audio.
Landing gear deployed.
He stuttered a little bit, but I haven't heard that voice before.
Warning, leaving. Safe zone. Warning, leaving. Safe zone.
The elevator.
Please proceed to customs and security area for processing.
Yeah, that is a new voice.
Engines offline.
At least for me. Never heard that before. Come on, open door. There we go. Okay, let's call these up. So apparently the thing is that these are people that had bad I guess bad experiences with the Louisville family, and they needed to escape. So the Dead Saints put them on ice, and we'll go transport them back. Apparently, I can pick up the corpse itself, kind of. Need to do. Okay, we'll put that in there. Yeah, we're gonna go give them a new life. So we'll bring them and drop them off at a new location, a new spot for them. Can you stack these on top of each other? I think so. I tried. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. That's fine. I thought you could stack them on top of each other. Where's that? There it is. All right, where are we taking this thing? How much does this contract pay out to? 92K. It's not too bad. Okay, so we need to take it to Pyro 3 Winnow Ravine. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Because we'll definitely need some more quantum juice. I'm actually going to run and get some coffee because I have not had my coffee yet. But I will be right back. right, we are back. The morning's starting off great with these bots. Anywho, let's go ahead and get ourselves routed over to Pyro.
Attention, pilot, you are cleared for takeoff.
Quantum fuel at 100%. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
All right.
Thank you for your patronage.
We'll go to Pyro Gateway. There. Oh. What? Not in a different system. Ah, that's nice. This one. So now there's 2 Pyro gateways that are on the map. And the quantum travel system does not know how to differentiate them. Or maybe I didn't read. Did it say Nix anywhere on there?
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated.
I have swapped out to a different quantum drive, so it should go a little bit quicker than what it was stock, but not too much. I think this is my least favorite thing about any of these kind of missions is just you go and you just sit there. If there was just more to do, that'd be a lot more entertaining. Like, what was it? Last year's sitcom where they advertised having to actively stay in the quantum bubble, almost like you're going through the jump point, just not as twisty and turny, but you have to stay on course. I would like that sooner rather than later, because then it would make this some actual gameplay instead of just sitting here doing nothing. But it's not too bad. Could always be worse. Could just be that this is a loading screen. I need to get some sort of like hotkey that just does a slow rotation like this. I think that'd be a nice little addition. But anyways, so we were running this contract here.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
Apparently you're going to do this one mission, and then I think you have to do a mercenary mission as well to get in with them. Let me see, rep here. Neutral, so yeah, applicant is where I need to get to. I like how they have hostile here. But this is Twitch's crew from Area 18, if you've ever been there.
Quantum travel complete.
I need to find a better spot for this coffee. I'm smacking it with my joystick. Okay, where is the jump gate? There it is. But yeah, we're officially a Hearst right now. We're a Hearst from Hurston. Got the dead bodies on board that we're transporting for money. Even though they're not really dead, allegedly. Is it me or do the jump gates look better now? Like the jump points look a lot more... I don't know. They look brighter. They used to not be this bright. Or maybe they always have and I just never paid attention. Wow. They're smacking everything here. Now the question is, can I make it to our drop-off location? Yeah, I doubt I can make it over to it. Yeah, we'll have to go over here to the gateway and refuel again. We'll find one of the landing pads on the outside, so it'll be a little bit quicker.
Landing gear deployed.
There's one. Right there.
Landing complete.
Yep. And let's go ahead and pull up our Mobiglass and then get some refueling done.
Quantum fuel at 100%.
Very nice.
Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Let's go ahead and just do a quick map here. Do that. And then we'll manually calibrate
Quantum travel initiated.
from there. So looking in the back here, hopefully don't fall out of the ship or anything. We have our cryopods here. You can see have people in them. We got William Dafoe here. Willem Dafoe. But yeah. It's a cool little updated contract in my opinion. It's some smuggling stuff. I think after we finish this one, though, it'll be a little bit better in terms of speed. But if not, I'm going to go up to Obituary, spawn a Corsair. I think that is one that is given to everyone under the PTU right now. And then upgrade its quantum drive so that way this goes a little bit quicker. But it does seem pretty fun to do these kind of missions in a little Titan. Seems quite fitting for it. Titan is a nice little runabout ship. There's a lot of good ones in the game. Let me double check. Not double check, but I just want to look up something. Looking up something on Urkel real quick while we're in flight.
Quantum fuel at 50%.
Yeah, the Cutter Rambler is what I was thinking of. So if we go there, what's the Aegis Titan? Okay, so about the same claim time. Rambler is a fun little ship. I like the vibe. It gives Space Winnebago vibes. What was that one? 225. Yeah. Okay. Just looking at different starter ships here, I was like, curious.
Quantum travel complete.
All right, now that we're here, we're stuck. For some reason, my no, I don't want to stop. For some reason, my engine's turned off.
Engines off. Engines online. Weapon systems online.
That was weird. Don't know why everything just turned off for no reason. Okay, we need to go to Bueno Ravine. Drop these bodies off. Give them a new life.
Travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Abandoned Guardian. The heck is that? The one bad thing about these kind of missions is that since you are going interstellar and they are in like high risk areas, like if you die, you're done. You're not going to get back to it. Kind of sucks, but I mean, you could get back to it. It's just that it's going to take forever. Okay, where is the elevator at? There it is. Gonna squeeze myself in right here. What the heck? What just happened? Ugh. Well, that was easy. We're back in Nyx, which is where I started everything at. I wasn't even being shot at. Like, I'll have to go back and look at that, but yeah, I just was floating in and then just poof, dead. Okay, looks like we are back in lag ski. Almost gives Grim Hex vibes in here. In this hospital. Please be quiet, don't cough. What's that over there? I guess just an elevator. So far in here, it seems to be working, seems to be running pretty smooth. But this is also just the hospital. Once we get to the main area, it'll definitely, definitely probably change. Yep. Now begins the lag. Boop, boop, boop. This is pretty cool, though. Actually, I haven't really walked around Levski too much, just because of how bad the performance was, but I guess today it's a little bit better. It's not too bad. So far. Where does this go to? Oh, Habs.
What's good with you? I think my guild membership's gonna lapse soon. I haven't needed to mine anything in years, so I'm just kind of let it slip.
Pretty cool spot.
Welcome to the
It's really not that bad right now, so that's nice. I guess the Corsair would be the fastest one to get over there right now. Let me see. Do. Drake. Corsair. What's it come stock with? A turret. 200 meters a second. And then what's the other one I have? Yeah, the attack. Star Lancer attack. What do you have? Oh, Sparkfire is way slower. Okay, yeah, we'll go with the Corsair then.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the Please Visit Us Again.
Uh-oh. That was a bit of lag. I wish our hangars were just like up at the top of the list instead of me having to scroll the way through. Let's see if the asteroids are still in my hangar. Yesterday I was leaving here and there was just giant asteroids that were spawning in. Nope, looks like they're all out. All right, we're going to get back over to Pyro then. Okay, let's do Pyro. Okay, yeah, now I see. Pyro Gateway next system. That's what I did last time by accident. So it'll take us 3 minutes to get there. Running my stuttery like 8 FPS right now.
Drive is now on.
Let's see if I get dropped from quantum again. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go get some more coffee and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So, trying to run back to Pyro at this point, just to see if we can pick up the cargo that we just lost. There. Welcome in, Z. You can go ahead and use that link to join the Discord, and that's how you can play with me. I don't add people on Discord personally, unless I know them.
Drive is now off.
All right. Hopefully we can get back over here and actually get our cargo stuff. Okay. go. Activate the jump point. So yeah, all the systems make a triangle now with their jump gates, because everyone has 2 jump points in it, each going to a different system. So I wish it was a little bit more linear, where it was like you had to get to Nyx by jumping through Pyro kind of thing. I honestly think that would have been pretty cool. But it is what it is. I know why they did it this way, but still. It's one of those small little things. All right. Okay, let's not black out here. Let's go on over to Bloom here and see if we can finish delivering the shipment for the Dead Saints.
Drive is now on.
This time change is so weird. I haven't streamed very much during or since the time change. But it keeps throwing me off because I keep seeing the window outside and I'm like, oh, why is it so bright? And I look at my time and I'm like, oh, it's only 6:30. Just feels weird. Okay. One of the things I'm looking at here so right now, or like what I was using earlier was the Titan, right? I'm trying to think of like what a good ship for this would be. I guess for starter ships. Actually, no, I got it better. Let's go to actual this. Because you need, what is it? You need a, for this specific one, you need a pretty decent sized grid. I think this one has 8. Scroll down here. So yeah, you can't stack them on top of each other. So something like the cutter can't work. Reliant Core maybe could. 300i definitely would. Titan, we already know that works. Ooh, the 315p would be a good one for running these little missions. I always liked the 315p as a smuggler ship. The problem is that with that undercarriage storage, it's just really cumbersome to really get it to slide in there. It's kind of annoying.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
No, the Sulin's listed as not having any cargo. I could have sworn they had cargo pods on the outside. I'm gonna check that out. Where can I buy this the Sulin at? Do Gattac Sulin. Okay, you can only buy it in Stanton. Yeah, I kind of want to check that out. I always like the Sulin. It's a cool little ship. So let me switch this back over here. Oop. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get back here and finish up this mission, and then see what we can do from there afterwards. Hey there, Jace. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I run solo sometimes, but I do have a group that I play with. So like I have an org. Not my org, but I'm part of an org. If you know Salty Mike from the game, I'm part of his org. Except I don't really play with him directly very much, but the other people. Yeah, Jace, you can do !Discord, and then that's how you can get in on the Discord if you ever want to play or anything like that. I play with I've played with other viewers before. Didn't have an issue with it. I just don't add people directly on Discord.
Quantum drive is now off.
But yeah, we have a whole server set up for the pond. If you want to hop on in. Okay, this time we're going to fly in here, and I'm going to turn my shields on. Because we're also going to be in a bit of a better ship. What the heck? Is that my ship all the way over there? Or is that someone else coming in? I'm confused. No. Okay, we'll switch to SCM. Go ahead and max out the shields real quick so that way we can at least have that. Let's pull the landing gear down.
Landing gear down.
Okay, now we have a bit of a tankier ship, so I'm hoping that we're not just going to blow up out of nowhere again. The problem is I need to find where my ship parts have scattered. Yeah, let's see. Where did those parts go? Looked almost like they flew back this way or something. Yeah, there it is, I believe. Yeah. Now the question is my stuff still on board? We'll go here, see if we can nudge it. Missed. I made it worse. Let's turn on coupled mode. Nope. Nope. I don't think that's gonna work. Well, shit. Okay, let's try to just go ahead and land here. See if I can somehow get into the ship without. Actually, I need to go forward a little bit.
Landing complete.
Okay. Do that. Turn off the engines, and then hop out. I really have no idea what the heck happened last time. It was very... Because again, like, nothing's shooting at me right now, so it could not have been a turret or anything. I wonder if there's potentially a player down there that kind of that messed around with me there. Okay. See if we can hop up on this rock. Nope. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in this thing. Maybe. Oh, look, there's one cargo pod. Yeah, looks like the rest of them got destroyed, I guess. Well, that's a bummer. So we only have one that we got out of this. Beep. Unless the other ones were just sent flying somewhere, which that's going to be an impossible thing to find. Well, that sucks. I guess since it's a hauling mission, we can still turn in what we can.
Engines online. Launch complete.
Okay. I'll do some pings as well, so that way it's like if there are any of the pods laying around, at least they'll show up as something. But I don't see anything there. There's something unknown over here, but I doubt it's one of the pods. Yeah, it's just a mule. Okay.
Friendly fire.
Nope.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
All right. Can't wait for engineering to get into the game. Make a lot of this stuff a lot more fun too. In my opinion. Oh, okay, well. PTU. That's not quite what I meant to do.
Engines online.
There we go. That's gonna be a little bit better.
Engines offline.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and move this as we can and see if we get at least some credit off this. Call the elevator. Nope. Flop. There we go. There's my body. Oh. This is the pad. Boop. We'll do that and see if we can send that down. Or at least one of them. We'll get one out of that. Hello, body. Okay. Let's see if we get anything out of this. So currently we're at 14,997. And submit. No, doesn't look like we got too much out of that. Rep-wise, we did get something at least. A little bit. Offers, let's go back here. Yeah, Dead Saints, here we go. So, yeah, drug running is now very nice. Why the heck is a medium rookie haul twice as much as the large rookie haul? That makes no sense. Oh, that's why there's like potassium and like construction materials and things like that. While the lower one is all drugs. There's like one set of drugs here. Or two, I guess. Okay. So pick up ETAM from reclamation disposal and then last landings. Okay. Not too bad. We can go ahead and accept that. See if we can get that done. I always wondered what this says. Huh. Alpha Centauri. Interesting. Wonder where they got that, what all that info is. Alright, we're gonna go, run some drug missions. This is the kind of stuff that I like doing.
Engines
Now, where is Last Standing? Because we're over here right now. We'll have to go... The Last Landing. Do that. Okay, over it.
shield system offline. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
But the... It's these kind of missions as to why I want a 400i. So it'll have a faster quantum drive. It's very fast in atmosphere. It's an easy way to unload or to load and unload cargo. It is my drug running ship, and now that they have these missions back in, it'll be a nice ship to do that with, in my opinion. And it has a huge quantum take, because it is a quote-unquote expedition ship, you know? Okay, where are we going? Up.
Quantum drive is now on.
Okay, now we're finally in some better frame rate area. A little bit better, not too much though.
Quantum drive is now on.
All right, we'll do that, and let's look at this really quick. So yeah, the benefit of this, if we go here, we'll do size filter, I think it's S4. Yeah, there we go. So we have our, let's just look at SCM speed, right? The Valkyrie, Asgard, those are the top ones, apparently. Star Runner as well. But the 400i is way more maneuverable and has a way higher nav speed. The Star Runner is technically faster in that sense. However, with the maneuverability, it's way lower, so it's not as nimble to get around things. Also, the HP is literally double of what the Star Runner is on the 400. And it seems like it'll have a smaller cross section, minus the length, just barely though. But yeah, so that's why I'm going with this, is that it's going to be a little bit better. Because also the SCM boosted is almost the highest as well. Asgard was a good one. They had that, but the problem with the Asgard that I didn't like was just anything that I had in the back seemed to blow up at any point. So it's just really annoying in that sense. Also, it's not the... What is it? It was pretty nimble compared to the other ones. Yeah, I like the Asgard, but it's not really. I think I just always like it for Jedi. I'll make any excuse I can. Also, the quantum capacity is the other thing I was talking about, because the Asgard, for instance, is 1.85, 3.6. Significantly bigger quantum tank. So you can go a lot farther. Also, the missile capacity on this thing is insane. I did not expect to have that. So yeah, once 4.4 goes live, I'll definitely have a lot more use out of that thing, because I will be running it as a drug runner, which is what I used to do back in the day before they had physicalized cargo, and you could fly in and land at different locations and just go and press the terminal button, and then from there dip out. It was very nice. But then once they added physicalized cargo, the drug labs and stuff like that, you couldn't really buy anything from because they didn't have any elevators to go pick up stuff at. But yeah, so we go here. The XL1 is going to be obviously the one that I'm going to get at some point. So it's either the XL1 and then the Mara. Yeah, we'll do XL1 there. Cooler. If they still have that stupid thing down. Let's do minimum power. Actually, we'll do IR max. We'll do some sort of stealth component on it. Yeah, I guess this one has a higher HP. IR is still the lowest, so we'll do that. This one will be deleted. JS 400 is probably going to be what we go with here. I don't know. I'll look at that later. Go through all that. It'll be nice. Okay, anyways, we'll get over to Terminus, pick up our first set of drugs. Let me go ahead and move this back over. There. Boop. Good. So we're gonna go and get our... I think these two are the ones that we need to get from here. This, the textures on this did not load in very well. I don't even remember the last time I was at Terminus. I usually spend most of my time around Bloom and Checkpoint when I'm in Pyro. It's like the only places I really go. Well, I guess I technically come over to Terminus because I go to Ruin for, you know, boards and stuff like that.
Quantum drive is now off.
Turn on our lights. Can already see some vehicles down here, at least pinging. A little outline of them. At least I think those are vehicles. We'll find out. Okay. Dang, did they increase the distance of the lights? Oh no, it's just that the color texture. I can actually see the ground.
Shield system online.
Alright, where is our potential Marok location. What the heck? Oh, is that the, I guess, respawn point? Or like where the control terminals are? I forget about those things. Where is the cargo elevator? Is that it? No, that's just a landing pad. Here it is. Hey there, Stella. Thank you so much for that follow. Let's go ahead and lower our landing gear. Hope you're having a great Monday.
Gear down.
PTU will go down this way. Make sure I'm not going to land on anything stupid here. Just get shot at? Or was it just a weird glitch? Nah, we're good. Okay, let's hop out here and then go and get the elevator called up. That was close. Could have ended badly there. Send that down. Okay. Drugs and drugs. Pull that back up. Oop. So now we have contracted drugs. That's funny. I wish, since, like, if you were doing the unverified missions, I wish it wouldn't be contracted necessarily. You know, just basically have it to where you can't buy this stuff anywhere. So that way people don't just, like, stock up on the stuff and, like, run the missions constantly. Like, run them back to back. So just buying them at a location and then selling them. But that way it's also not contracted, so that if you do get pirated, you still can go and sell them. Okay, now we need to go over to Stanton. Where is Stanton Gateway? There it is. Run over here.
Shield system offline. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Yeah, this is a small little run here, but it'll still be worth it. Because, I mean, what? This is a total of 8 SCU of cargo that we're going to be running to Grimhex, and it is like 260k payout. It's not bad at all. Get this burly beast out of atmosphere.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Nice little paladin over there.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
All right, and then while we're jumping over here, I'm gonna go run to the vet. I'll be right back.
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
All right, I am back. I forget how long it takes to get through Pyro. But one of the fun things is at least let me see this real quick. So we go to unverified interstellar. Rat's Nest is over here, right? I believe. Because you probably can hook up like a lot of these. Yeah, Rat's Nest is over here in Pyro. Oh yeah, that's way down there. I'm not going to go there. Let's see. So yeah, this would be another interstellar one. I think, yeah, Nard View's over here. Does anyone else have the issue with like typing stuff in here? It just like double taps some of the buttons sometimes. I don't have the issue with my keyboard at all, but for some reason only on the MOBA glass screen it does that. It's really annoying. This is a cool looking ship. I do like this thing. I remember for the longest time, this was the one that was on the launcher screen. And it was always one of those like, wow, that'd be a cool ship to have. And then all of a sudden they added it in the game. They're like, everyone like freaked out about it. Like, that's the one we always see. But what's the next place we had to go to? I think it was at Reclamation and Disposal on Hurston. I just need to get that better like, I mean, obviously right now it's just a PTU, so I don't really care. But getting a better quantum drive would be nice. I think I have an XL1, so whenever this does go live, whatever ship I have that I'm going to be using to do these missions, definitely go a little bit quicker, but... Because what's the current... I haven't changed anything out on this thing. What's the current one that's on this? Drake, Corsair. That's the Torrent. So... yeah. So the XL1 is 123,000 faster than this, so it'd be significantly more. Could technically go with the Hurricane. The problem with that is that it has a very long cooldown time. Isn't so bad, but I guess that would make more sense for this, but either way. XL1's where we really want to go. How am I going to say that? Icania Diolu? Whatever. I'm terrible with reading some of these names, but thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for hopping in.
Quantum drive is now off.
All right. Let's get on over here. Boop. Do that and quit. Yeah, everything looks good. I haven't streamed in over a week, so I did some stuff to my computer, so I'm constantly just over checking it to make sure that everything is working right, but everything looks fine. So yeah, we'll go land over at Reclamation Disposal on Hurston, collect the ETAM that is over there, and then from there, we'll go over to Grimhex and drop off our illicit materials. Positive vibe of the streams while you followed. Well, I appreciate it. If you want to have, you want to see me on Discord, feel free to press !Discord in chat, and that will give you the Discord link. I play with viewers if they're online and want to pop in. There's also my bot that just went ahead and did it for you. But yeah, it's a good little thing there, and feel free to hop on in. Right now I'm not active in it, but usually when I'm streaming I do have a voice chat open. Okay, well, I'll see you. I'll see you in the Discord. I don't add people personally on Discord, is what I'm also saying. Unless I personally know you in real life, I just don't. That's why I built the server, so that way we can all hang out together.
Quantum fuel is at 25%.
25%. We're gonna have to go and refuel here at the jump gate station. Let's head back over here. Actually, I don't even think we need to. Looking at it. Yeah, I don't even need to refuel, right? Well, I'll still need to refuel at some point. I don't think I'm going to make it over to Grimhex. Either way, we'll just go in here and land at one of the one of the pads. I think a pad is about there. Actually, no, it's going to be over here, I think. No, no. I'll figure it out when I get closer. All these stations are a little bit different. Throws me off every time. Mm-hmm.
Shield system online.
Okay. Pad is over here. Do that. Let's lift our landing gear.
Landing gear down. Landing complete.
Let's see if I was a little bit too far forward there. Nope, nailed it. Go ahead and refill here, and then go get the rest of our
Quantum fuel is at
fun boxes.
100%.
We'll say that.
Launch complete.
Oop.
Landing complete.
Do. Let's go backwards.
Landing gear up.
Okay, where are we going? There's the deliver shipment, and we need to go to collect shipment.
Shield system offline.
Bloop. that and collect shipment over here. There we go, reclamation disposal. This should go a little bit quicker than in Pyro,
Quantum drive is now on.
since we don't have to travel light years to get there, essentially. Yeah, this is a chill little Monday morning so far. Been vibing with it. Once the patch goes live, I'll definitely be running these kind of missions a little bit more, because I've always liked the illegal cargo running. Say that. It's always been a good time. And it was fun there for a bit too, because you would have to run out to specific locations. But the problem was, the reason why I didn't really do it very much before, is one, there would be people camping there. Two, you'd get there and so like no stock was left. That was always the big thing. Was it Beryllium or something like that? I think is what it was called. Over in Pyro. It's always such a pain to get that. But at least with this, it's contracted work. So you still go to hostile areas to get stuff, but at least you know you're guaranteed to get the stuff, you know?
Quantum drive is now off.
Do. I bet it's gonna be dark over there too.
Quantum drive.
I hate flying when it's nighttime on a planet. Planet or moon. Oh well. Our lights should still be on from the last place we're at anyways.
Is now off.
Mm-hmm. There it is. What's that? Intrepid. I'm not gonna worry about that. Lift our landing gear here.
Landing gear down.
Collect shipment. Where is the elevator at? I cannot see anything here. There it is. We'll go here. Is that a good landing? Do we land? Nope. Terrible landing. Didn't rotate enough. Okay. We'll do that.
Engines offline.
Is my landing gear down? It should be. Yep, it didn't go down. Cool. Great. Wonderful.
Engines online.
That's why it didn't work. No, it says my landing gear's down.
Landing gear up.
Did I put my landing gear down now?
Landing gear down.
Okay, there we go. PTU. Now we got it.
Engines offline.
All of the doors. Doop, 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 doop. The other thing that's going to suck about these is that the, I already know with having to go to these tiny little places, you're going to have all of the cargo elevators not working from people running these missions or doing other things. Yeah, it's going to be a mess. Mm-hmm. Should do that. Doop-doo, we'll go there and easy. It's honestly just takes so long just because the fly, like the quantum more than anything. It's not a hard mission. Okay, now we need to go over to Grimhex.
Engines online.
Here, G, R. Yep. Routed.
Shield system offline. Launch complete.
Alrighty. Then once we get over to Grimhex, from there we will go ahead and log off. Just kind of messing around with these to make sure that they are actually working. But of course, like I said, once we're in live and there's a lot more people messing around with things, it'll be a bit more chaotic. But as of right now, it looks like it's going pretty well. And head on over to Crusader. You go here. I think I have a thorn stuck in my arm. I went hiking yesterday. It's like super itchy and like swollen. But yeah, I went hiking yesterday and had some areas where I was going through a lot of brush and lots of thorn bushes. I was doing a little bit of bushwhacking. But yeah, I got nicely cut up in a lot of spots. I am looking forward to the interstellar cargo hauling though, because another thing too is that I really like doing hull C hauling, and supposedly it's working. Depending on if they push it to live tomorrow or something. What day is it? 17th. So tomorrow's the 18th. Yeah, so on Thursday they'll be doing the IAE stuff. So I think that's when they're gonna push it to live. But if it for some reason they decide to do it before, I think probably tomorrow I'll try out the hull C stuff, see if that actually works.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I might try it out a little bit later today as well, off stream, just to make sure.
Quantum drive is now on.
Because the big problem is actually getting up to that point. I don't think I can just take a hull C mission straight off the bat. I think I have to go up through the ranks a little bit, which I don't understand why they do that. I wish they would just give everyone max rank straight off the bat. Because that way we could actually test all the missions.
Quantum,
'Cause no one's gonna grind. No one's gonna grind missions in the PTU. to get up to like a mastery rank. And it's kind of impossible to do that anyways, because they reset everything like almost every day.
Contact.
Why is there an NPC out here? Hostile NPC, just casually sitting there.
Shield system online.
You are clear to launch.
I'm not trying to launch. I'm trying to park.
Docking initiated.
I'm not trying to dock either.
Docking denied. Landing gear down.
Landing complete. Have a business to say.
Launch complete.
Move forward just a little bit. And park it.
Landing complete.
Oop, did not mean to hit my mic there.
Engines offline.
Yep. And hop out. Now we go ahead and deliver this and get our payout. Even though it doesn't really matter about the payout. It's just PTU. Beep. But just making sure all these missions actually work. Yep. Which I wouldn't see why this would not work. It's the same exact thing as all the other missions. Yep, all good. Confirm. Here we go. And then that should give us a little bit more rep there. Yeah, no, still rookie. But we're past the trainee point. Do Dead Saints? No, I guess it doesn't have that. Calling Interstellar. Yeah, no, we have a lot more here. Yeah, so they can go all over these ones. Like multiple different locations to pick up stuff. Which that's a lot of locations. Okay, that's all pick up from through L5. Deliver to Pyro areas. And then that's all. Okay, cool. Interesting. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here for the day. I appreciate everyone for stopping in, hanging out for a little bit. And I hope you guys have a great Monday. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning.